Heyo. Hey guys, how's it going? If you can't tell, today we're going to work on a beholder. He's already been primed, and I have dry brushed him. If you need help with dry brushing, please look at one of my older videos on dry brush palettes. Another thing I did was I used some, what would you call it, liquid latex? Yeah, little liquid latex on this clear part down here just to keep from accidentally getting primer on it. So we've gone with a heavy Xanathar highlight done with a dry brush. Um, Wet and Wild. And we've gone heavier in certain areas, lighter in others. Like our teeth, we've obviously gone heavier. The gums, we went a little lighter. We tried to go heavy on the eyeball. Uh, Tongue is around a medium. The big thing is for the type of beholder we're doing, we want to make sure the bottom of the beholder is dry brushed a little heavier than the top. We want it to gradually get darker as it goes up, and then on the back side, we want it darker coming down. We're gonna do a blue beholder, I think, this time, based off of the Xanathar's Guide. Let's see, I've got a book here. Here we go. Yep. But, you know, nerd stuff aside, I've been touching grass a lot here lately. I've been painting at local stores and local shops. I've had a lot of data corruption issues. A lot of my videos that I've recorded have not been able to be put on YouTube. So, first, I would like to apologize for some of the cruddy content you guys have received from me. If it feels rushed, that's because it is rushed. Currently, I'm lucky to get away with doing a 10-minute video, and good Lord, if we can make it 20 minutes, we've done something successful. We recorded for about 5 hours the other day, and all I was able to get was about a 30-second clip. And that wasn't even painting, because all the painting was destroyed. I'll show pictures of that on the Discord. I painted a saber tooth and a very large curio cabinet mimic, which was very cool. The saber tooth, there's some clips of it in shorts. I literally posted it under clickbait. I'm actually kind of shocked how many views you can get on a video if you name it clickbait. Okay, but enough of my jibber jabber. Doing YouTube by yourself is actually very difficult, and it's hard to get used to. It's almost like, well, as one of my other YouTuber buddies put it, it's like talking to a mirror. It's a lot more difficult than it sounds, because about the worst thing you want in a video is just dead space and a guy sitting here talking absolute nonsense because he just doesn't know what to say. And in a nutshell, that's me. I'm kind of socially awkward to begin with. But, you know, this helps with that. I would be painting whether you guys were here or not, because I always practice. I always want to be better than what I am. D&D miniatures are a fun little comfort zone. I find compared to Warhammer players. D&D players aren't as, what's a good word for it? They're almost just happy to have color on a miniature. They will take quantity over quality, which is just such an interesting concept for me as a commissioned painter. Um, because the way I deal is normally the other way around. A lot of times I won't even do quantity, because if I do quantity, I have to cut back on quality for sake of deadline. Okay, so we are using High Lord Blue. Um, I'd say I've got about 60% of it as water, and the other 40% is just paint. So let's slap this on, but we're only going to do our mid-range areas. We're going to stay away from the jaw all the way around. We're going to stay away from the eye. We can hit the top and work our way down, and this is going to work very much like a glaze. Okay, that color is not transitioning well to YouTube. So for the sake of video, we are going to go with a darker color, or else y'all are going to be sitting here very bored wondering what I'm doing painting with invisible colors. Let's start with our dark colors and work in reverse. We'll start with some straight up blue. A little more. Yep. We're still going to put a couple drops of water in here because it's still going to be way too dark. But I would rather you guys be able to see what I'm doing than anything else. Also, if you are a subscriber and you are a member of my Discord, link in the comments, I will be giving this beholder away for free. Like, subscribe. About a week or two, this video gets about 100 views or so, I'll give it away for free to somebody that's subscribed, liked, and commented, because I've got to be able to tell who you are, and if you join the Discord, I'll be able to find you. So that link will be, in the comments. And feel free to get geeky. I got tough skin. Maybe not as tough as this guy here. Ooh, I actually really like this color. Alright, we need a bigger brush. We're like breaking my own rules here, using like one of the smaller brushes I have. Alright, there we go. Alright. So, you've got these front scales across the forehead here. We want to try and sort of stay off of those. We are going to paint them, but it'll be a little different. We just want to get right up to the edge of this horn and then stop. Do the same on this side. Come down a little bit, just up to the top of the jaw. Get up under there. There we go. Let's come down a little further. We can meet up with the bottom of this eyeball. I think that's a good reference point. Right about here on each side of the eye. You want to go about as dark as you can get. That side's done. We're going to work on this little middle area. If you get some on the little tentacles, don't worry about it. This is an organic thing. Um, the the most wonderful thing about painting organic things is organic things are not perfect. Um, their colors are off. They're blotchy. I mean, every cheetah has spots, right? All right, now we're going to take that dark blue and we're going to drag it down the back. All right. And it can totally be uneven. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, organic thing. Uh, this is going to look great when it's done. And that's all that matters. Now we get the tentacles. Mind the eyeballs. Try not to get your blue paint on them. I almost want to use a 1/4-inch brush for this. I feel like that would actually be easier. So currently I'm using an 1/8 brush. This is a 1/4 brush. You know what? Let's use a paint on this little brush and we'll move over to the 1/4 brush. Now, if you have places that your highlight is borderline black, make sure you coat those. Even if you want that to stay black, still put the blue over it. It'll give that black a blue tinge, which will make it transition much, much, much better. And this particular project's going to borderline glazing. This is going to be ghetto glazing, I think is a good way to call it. Because we're going to change our colors a little bit as we go, but we're still going to be using the same colors. We might do multiple layers. Listening to Stephen Lynch in the backyard, in the background. Oh, kind of feeling like Code Monkey right now. Okay. Let's move this a little bit as I am right-handed. But I hope you people are having a wonderful week. I hope whatever goes on in your lives right now is getting better. And I hope tomorrow's even better for you then. Fun story. So, one of our near future episodes, it will be coming soon, depending on weather. I just went to a Dollar General to buy the supplies to do it earlier. And I made the cash register lady cry just because I was nice to her. You know what? That's a different type of feeling good. You should treat yourself. You get a chance today, you should say something really nice to somebody, preferably a complete stranger. Because it means more to a complete stranger than somebody you know. You say something nice to somebody you know, you're just pacifying them. You say something nice to a complete stranger, they actually appreciate it. You never know when that little smile that you gave your register lady was enough to keep her from going home and doing stupid stuff. You just never know. You could have made a life-changing event in that one moment. Now, I will say that in person, I'm very misunderstood by the majority of my friends. In some cases, I even come across like an asshole. I'm not. It just really depends. It really, truly does depend on the person. And some people these days are so thin skinned, it's just hard to talk to them. Every time I open my mouth, I'm in a position to offend somebody, intentionally or not. Alright, so we got our tentacles done. Just drag your brush across the top here for about that much width. I don't know a better way to explain it. We do want this top a little darker, and by putting a second layer of paint there, it'll be darker, and then just a stripe right down the middle. You don't want to repaint everything you painted. You just want a darker line towards the center, about halfway to the lighter. So this now is a different color than this. And it's not transitioning well here, but after the video's over, I'll take some pictures and it'll transition over. Alrighty. Now we need to switch color. We'll just take our blue and we're going to thin it down. Oh, let's see here. Okay. So we're going to go a little lighter shade of blue this time. Got a bunch of water in there. We're going to add us a dot of blue. There we go. Had somebody tell me that some of the videos I make are good to fall asleep to. It's good SMR. Get that brush good and loaded. Alright. We're just going to fill in around our big spikes with a fairly light blue color. If you go over this, it's no big deal. Try not to if you can avoid it. And then right about where this row of spikes starts, you want to start stopping. Alright. Drag down some of that blue a little bit. We're going to put some reds over here. A little blue in there. Let's go right across the top of this little spike here. Alright, how's that look? That looks close enough for horseshoes and hand grenades, right? Okay. Start up here, pull down. Just zone out. Do your own thing. Don't get frustrated. This is supposed to be relaxing. We've all got jobs and we've got our stresses. This is something we can do that definitely helps some of us deal with all the bullshit in the world. As far as my videos go, I mean, I don't care. Like I said, guys, I'd be sitting here doing these videos if you were here or not. I'd still be sitting here painting. I do appreciate the comments very much. It's an amazing help. A lot of this I couldn't do without the people on Discord. They pretty much choose every video I do. Getting materials for video. One of our next videos is going to be recasting miniature bits on a budget. I was asked for a cheap solution to recasting some things. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna show you how to do it with stuff from the Dollar General. I bought materials today. It'll cost you about $5. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got our blues in. I know it's not really transitioning well over camera. Let's try some light. So up here, up top, it's really dark, and then it just gradually gets lighter as we go down. This down here, I'm thinking we're going to paint that in a sandstone type color. And then a lot of the spikes will be done in that same way, almost like bone. But their side, the back, I can tell you just from looking at it, this is going to be a beautiful model when it's done. Instead of just going on to the bone, let's give the blue a chance to dry just a little at least. And let's move on to some reds, because reds are fun. As a painter, I can tell you this project is literally majorly gonna take all the colors that I hate using. I hate painting with red because of blood angels. I'm just so burned out on painting blood angels. And I hate painting with blue, specifically McCrag blue, because I've literally painted thousands of Space Marines over the years. I will be doing a video painting a Space Marine in the near future. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a little different. We're going to do something similar to this. There's going to be a lot of transitional fading, but we're going to paint the Space Marine with the pins that I've been using lately. I don't actually have one on me at this moment, or else I'd probably be painting this with pins. Like I said, I've been touching grass, so I took a pencil box and I threw all my little pins in the pencil box. This is the red I'm using. So I threw all the pins I've been using in a pencil box, and then going out to different stores and using the pins to paint with. And it's been really interesting to see people's wowed response to the fact that the miniatures I've been painting are painted with pins, because it almost seems unbelievable until you see it for yourself. Okay, technical art coat. You can use any gloss that you like. This is just one that I'd rather be done with. because I think it's starting to go bad. Oh, thank you, GW, for your shit product. All right. Gotta love those freaking paint pots, right? All right, let's pop open a new one. Is this one bad too? Okay. Jesus. Reach up and grab a pot of gloss and it'd just be shot. I I've got an idea for a video later that I think will be hilarious. But I also think it's going to trigger some people. And we'll see. It'll probably be like a 1 minute video. So, if you guys can watch it, that'd be great. Subscribe, that would be awesome. My viewing hours have gone up pretty good. The actual amount of views that I'm getting on my videos, for those of you that are curious, I'm doing about 1,000 views a week. Currently, at this point in time, the channel is almost 2 weeks old. It'll be 2 weeks old by this weekend. So if you are catching me this early, welcome. I'm Fritz. I hope to earn your subscription one day. But I can't stress enough how much I would like for you guys to join our Discord, because my videos really are based off of your suggestions, and in some cases, donated figures. We have a Gazghoul that is definitely a rescue mission. It's got gaps in it big enough to stick quarters in the gaps. It's pretty bad. Do I actually have that on me? Oh, you guys are in for a treat. You'll be glad you made it this far. For you Warhammer players out there, you know what this model cost. It's a great model, but the damn gaps in it, holy cow. I'll give you an idea here. X-Acto knife. This part of the plastic's holding it. If I lean it forward, it will fall out. And this whole thing's covered in gaps. Like, there's one. All the arms are gapped out. Yeah. This guy's going to have to be completely taken down and put back together and repainted. Yeah. We're going to do some stuff like this. We're going to do some rescue mission stuff at some point. This guy's just kind of sitting here on the back burner. Also, if I haven't said it yet, I want to make sure you guys know I appreciate you. Especially the ones that have been following me for a little while now. I really do appreciate you. Because y'all know who you are. I ain't gonna say any names, but You guys definitely know who you are. All right, we're going to take this little glazing mixture and we're just going to shove it in here from the sides. Try to avoid the teeth the best we can. And most of the inside of the mouth is black, but we still want to coat that black. And what this glazing texture will do is it will make that black look very fleshy. If you get a little bit on the teeth, who cares? Maybe he ate something. Something or somebody. Maybe we put a hobbit in his mouth. Who knows? We're just having fun, guys. Now, this is an experiment. I have never mixed speed paint with art coat. And we're going to learn together what it does. And right now, I'm kind of liking it. Let's switch brushes. Oh, God, I just had that magic happen. You gotta love it when your paintbrush gets that little bead of water right about here, and you go to paint something, and that bead of water just rolls down. Okay, let's get us a drop of paint here. All right, we're gonna start with the gums. We're just gonna pull it across here. There we go. This seems pleasant. This is working. It's doing about what I thought it would do. The big thing's going to be seeing what it looks like when it dries, because I do want this to be shiny. I know a lot of us avoid shiny paints, but I actually want these parts to be shiny. It's going to be a point of interest. That's a hard thing too. Let me know in chat, guys, if y'all would be interested in other type things. I used to do a lot of cars, boats, military equipment, planes. I actually think I have a Wright's brother plane sitting on the back burner that I've actually been wanting to do for about a year. I bought the Wright Brothers plane because it's a scale plastic model kit, and I wanted to use the plastic parts to make wood bit conversions. So I wanted to make the Wright Brothers plane out of wood instead of plastic, and then do the wings and fabric and pulpwood paper, stuff like that. Okay. Turn him around. Hit him from the other side. That's some pretty lips. Face that only mom could love. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. I've just noticed this video is getting about as long-winded as me, and it's probably full of a lot of fluff. So we might turn this into a two-part minute video. Um, yeah, and that video should come out shortly after this one. I think we're going to call it here for now. And when we come back in the Beholder Part 2 video, like I said, this video will be this miniature, when it's complete, will be given away to somebody that likes, subscribes, and joins the Discord. And I will need you to say a comment, because if you don't comment, I'll never be able to find you. So I appreciate you guys, truly. Thanks for watching my video. Definitely thanks for making it 35 minutes into it. You're pretty amazing. I know these longer videos require an attention span that a lot of people today do not have. But for those of you that did it, thumbs up. Say something in the comments. I heart it. Like the video. Dislike the video. If you don't like what I'm doing, dislike it. Screw you too, buddy. I'm just here to have fun, and I'd like to have fun with you guys. So we'll do a part 2 on this. It'll be up in the next day or so. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Tell somebody you love them before you leave your house for morning work. Goodbye.